Infinity Nikki June mobile revenue via Sensor Tower nearly halved. Still no real response from Infold. That is true. We just looked at that when we were looking at the Infinity Nikki segment of the fake, by the way, speculative gotcha revenue report. Whoa! Infinity Nikki down from 6.7 to 3.6? Whoa! Whoa! Dude, the boycott worked! The Girlcott worked, I mean. Hey! Nice! That is beautiful. Granted, they still made 3.6 million, so it's disgusting, but hey, that's almost a 50% drop. Hell yeah, they've never made that little. They've never ever made that little. Hell yeah. Yeah, take that, dude. Once again, do not take that as fact, but it is an indicator nonetheless of trends going up and down. I think this is oh wait. We still have lots of bugs. Fake discounts still exist. Manipulated drop rates are still there. Outfit ability power creep started. Boring updates released. And still nothing. Bolded nothing from Infold. Ah, yes. And the new outfit dyeing system is trash, since we can't even dye new outfits anymore, since Infold gives us no new dye currency except when you buy it in the shop, which is something I talked about actually a little while ago when it was first brought to my attention. No money, no outfit dyeing, basically. Yeah, that is ridiculously predatory, but it's a way that they keep people spending, right? Maybe the massive drop in profits will make them think twice, but I doubt it. Company thoughts don't necessarily coincide with one another. The question is if the loss will stabilize, get worse, or if they recover. I know that some have been returning. I guess some people like being stepped on. Damn! Condi with the fire comment. I felt that from over here, chat. Woo! Whew! Damn. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. I meant to click the thread, because there's apparently a thread going on the Infinity Nikki subreddit, so that should be juicy. By the way, chat, if you don't already, become a member of our subreddit community, r/Stix. We're keeping you guys up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre, the drama, the test phases, the juicy news, everything all in one place. Go on over and follow. You're not gonna regret it, trust me. Let's see what they're saying over on the Infinity Nikki subreddit, because that's where all the players actually play, and that's where things get juicy, chat. Looks like the Girlcott sentiment was legitimate. Let's hope this drastic change in revenue makes Infold reconsider their game plans and improve for the better. I hope so. But once again, as we pointed out, publishers, developers are stupid. They are genuinely stupid. So I don't think that will be the case. But you know what? What I see here, nonetheless, is proof that their players, at least, are not stupid. They're not continuing to spend money while being stepped on. The latest 5-star was the lowest ranking out of all Infinity Nikki 5-star banners in China. It only peaked at number 45 in China, while all others have made it into the top 30 at least. I suspect a significant number of Chinese players just straight up quit the game. I wouldn't be surprised about quitting. It seems 1.6 was the last straw for many people. Damn, that's crazy. I mean, I guess it's understandable. I don't think anyone has enjoyed anything since the thing of stars, Sea of Stars, whatever that update was, dropped. It makes sense. That's whoo-hoo. It will only work if we keep repeating the main demands. Everyone fill out the survey, send in table advisor emails, and tell them you won't pay until these issues get improved. So here is the issue, I think, that a lot of people are going to be running into. People are going to think that this is a win. They're going to look at the revenue and think that this is a win and think, okay, now the devs are going to listen. So because they're going to listen, that means we can start spending again. That means we can, less of us are going to need to boycott, or Girlcott, rather. And they're gonna fall into Infold's trap, and that is that they're just gonna keep ignoring players in the hope that this blows over, because there's no other gacha game out there like Infinity Nikki right now. Infinity Nikki is one of the most unique gacha games out there, incredibly high quality, and the women that play this game have nowhere else to go. Eventually they will cave or they will leave. If they leave, they have no alternative. So they're gonna run into that issue. I think the main demands were old intro and tutorials restored. The intro was incredible. I watched Mrs. Stix when she started Infinity Nikki. I thought it was also really, really good. The DIY system reworked. Currency issue, basic color. I think DIY, they mean dye. That does definitely need rework. The pity system at 180 pulls max. No, what the pity system needs is a drastic reduction. They increased it to 220. What they need to do is reduce it to at max like 160. Do what Wuwa did. reduce your pity to woo-wahs, and then I guarantee you this will explode in popularity. People will say, oh my god, they actually listened, the devs listened, and then more people will play the game. No more fake discounts. Yeah, that's obnoxious, ridiculous, but at the same time, they're not the only game that does it. Let's be real. I know Life Makeover does better because of it. What I'm waiting for, chat, is Anemo. Anemo gave me beta access that I think I'll be streaming it like the 4th or something, so a couple days from now. God, that game looks cool. You can do so much. The character customization, the creature customization. Oh my god, it looks so cool. Mr. Stix is also really excited for it. There's also multiplayer, so I guess Mr. Stix and I might be able to stream the multiplayer together. My further requests I usually include default skin tone settings. I mean, okay. Skin tone switch button. Okay. My main demand is some decent fucking story. No more festivals, no more one-time NPCs as stars or overutilization of non-human things. Yeah, there you go. That was one of the things that people wanted in Woo-Wah too. Better story. And then 2.0 hit, and then people were like, holy crap, Woo-Wah actually has a pretty good story now. Before we go any further, I do want to take a moment here to thank all of my incredible patrons over on Patreon and my YouTube channel members who allow for me to continue to do dedicated videos like this every single day. You guys are absolutely phenomenal, and I genuinely cannot thank you all enough for the support. Really hope things change. Baseless, empty hope, but I'm stupid, so it's not stupid. Like, people want change, right? And we've been shown from developers, we've been shown by, as an example, the Wuthering Waves devs, Kudo. We've been shown by Snowbreaks devs, in some instances, by Brown Dust 2's devs, Azure Lane's devs, Blue Archives devs, Arknight's devs, and Arknights Enfield. So we've been shown by numerous studios that devs and publishers do listen, and there are studios out there that do genuinely care about their players. And I think it's worth it to hope for change, to continue pushing for change, and to not give up, because when you give up, then less people talk about it, and by extension, the game has less opportunity to change. So I think continuing to ride them hard, like Mrs. Stix rides me at least every Sunday night, is important for a game's future, and for all intents and purposes, the game to have any real potential to change. Literally right now, I'm just logging in to grab my dailies just in case the game gets better. I know how you feel. I've done that before as well. Some listen, but some don't. Yeah, exactly. I've been playing since launch. It's never been a super tempting gacha. Super tempting? It's nearly completely disconnected from the narrative. It's no emotional component, and it's really overloaded with dresses. Yeah, it is. Lovely dresses. I just don't feel like spending my fun budget money on them. Could just dust off one of the many lovely dresses already in our closet. I mean, true. Maybe they'll finally care. Or they'll just look for other ways to make money. What they'll probably do, so what this person here is presenting is an either-or situation. They will either finally care, or they will look for other ways to make money. What they're actually gonna do is they're going to not care and look for other ways to make money. That way it's a lose-lose for all players. You have a double negative. They talked about cumulative top-ups and such. After all, that is true, yeah. That's what I'm scared of. Will they own their fuck up and try to be better? No, they won't. No, they haven't done it yet. It's been 2 months, right, chat? 2 months? They've been silent for? God damn. Well, I know these numbers are skewed and really only account for Android, but still, yeah. But I mean, honestly, even with the PC revenue of almost like a 40% drop is wild. A lot of people say Sensor Tower is inaccurate. It is inaccurate because it's all speculation, but people use it to see trends, which is actually what I said at the beginning of this. The Girlcott is probably working. Yep, it is definitely working. It nearly halved. It did. Okay, so ultimately, this is great to see. I don't think Infold are gonna do anything. I think that people that are playing Infinity Nikki, the men, the women, they need to continue doing what they're doing because it's working. And if Infold finally address things and they finally make the game better, then you show them that you appreciate it by spending again. But until then, you need to, keep your wallet shut and refrain from spending. Save up. Go buy yourself, Starbucks, get McDonald's or something. Maybe take your significant other or children out for a fun vacation somewhere, and or save it and just wait. And then, if they inevitably fix things, then boom, you have, thousands of dollars to spend now. Woohoo! I know you think that you just hit the end of the video, and technically, yeah, you have. And I know your first reaction is to close out of it at this juncture, but don't. No, instead, I urge you to take a moment here and click one of the videos on screen that are coming up in just a moment so you remain up to date with everything going on in the gacha genre. Trust me, you are not going to regret doing so. Stay flaccid.